to the channel once again. This is Leanne and Alan Presents, and today we're presenting me, Alan, unboxing part 3 of a 4-part series of the X-Men, Marvel United X-Men, all in pledge and extras unboxing series. We already uploaded 2 parts, so we've uploaded the core box, the 2 stretch goal boxes. We've done Gold Team, Blue Team, Phoenix 5, X-Force, and First Class. So if you haven't already seen that, jump back and see those. Obviously, you haven't necessarily got to, but you're getting the full picture of everything that comes in these boxes. Going to do a slight thing off with this one is that I'm going to keep the 2 X-Men boxes for last in this one. So when the campaign was running, I found, and I said this in the overall unboxing, is it was weird that they did a Fantastic Four box during the X-Men campaign and not the original Marvel Universe campaign, as it were. The only link I can really think to that is Namor, but then I don't think Namor is in the box. No, he's not. So I'm not quite sure why they decided to do, let's put it that, I'm not sure why they decided to do a Fantastic Four one in the X-Men campaign, but it doesn't matter because Fantastic Four are great anyway. So I'm going to do that one, and then I'm going to do the Deadpool one, who is a mutant, but it doesn't have X-Men listed on the box. It's almost seen like a Deadpool version of the game. And then I'm going to hit the last 2 X-Men expansions, and then the plastic tokens, and then the next video will cover everything else. So let's crack into this one. When a cosmic radiation incident transformed Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm into the Fantastic Four, one of the greatest hero teams, boxing moving, was born. Standing together through thick and thin, they will unite forces with the cosmic Silver Surfer to fight the devious Super Skrull and stand against the mystical and technological terror of Doctor Doom. So that's the synopsis from the back of the box. Ooh, stuff flying everywhere already. So we've got a 1-sheet kind of, okay, there's new tokens, new cards, obviously new cards, always new cards. It's got 1-sheet kind of rule book. Some new tokens in this one, the Doombots and some KO tokens. That's those there. And as per usual, we've got some new locations. If we can get into this, give me a second. Is that there? So we have the Baxter Building, that's where the Fantastic Four live. Latveria, where Doctor Doom lives and kind of resides over. I'm not quite sure why that hand is there. That's interesting. I haven't seen that symbol yet. Yancey Street, or 4 Yancey Street, that's where Benjamin Grimm has sort of come from. And Mount Wundagore. Have you heard of that? And I can't think what it's from. This universe is so big, it's hard to remember everything, to be fair. Super Skrull. And Doctor Doom villain cards. Or villain dashboards, villain cards on the dashboards. And we've got... Okay, so Fantastic Four cards. And then we've got some threat cards. So these are the villain cards. So Doctor Doom, Takeover Challenge. And then, oh god, that looks like metal. Okay. First up, we've got good old Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic himself. Oh, this is kind of creepy looking. The way that the arm is so gangly. It kind of reminds me of Slender Man, but with limbs. It's a bit weird, that one. Oof. This is from a horror film. It's a pretty sweet mold, though. Cool. And then we've got... this one. I remember this. On the campaign. It's another see-through plastic one. The Invisible Woman, or Sue Storm. Well, the Invisible Girl, Invisible Woman, depends on which one you're looking at, because other people call it different things at different times. But the way they've kind of put this clear plastic transition in there, that looks really cool. I do like that. That looks amazing. And speaking of clear plastic, we've got Johnny Storm. Again, I don't know what I want to do to paint this one. Do I just leave it as it is and just paint the base? I don't know. I need to think about this and see what other people are doing with it. Because I feel that I'd lose a lot of that novelty by painting over the red see-through plastic. The light shines through it so well. I just feel you'd lose a lot by painting straight over it. Oh, hi, Rex. Hello. Here he is. And then last of the Fantastic Four, we've got Benjamin Grimm, a.k.a. The Thing. That's going to be beautifully satisfying to paint. Slap a black coat on that. Go over the bricks, avoid all the cracks. That's going to look beautiful when that's done. Then we got both types of see-through plastic on this one. So we've got the clear one from Susan Storm, and then we've got the fire one from Johnny Storm, and the Super Scroll, obviously. So you've got the elongated arm of Reed Richards and the invisible power of Susan Storm. You've got the flame power of Human Torch. You've got the Thing's rock ability. Well, I say ability, it's not you can turn it on and off. And then it's obviously the Super Scroll, was sort of made to try and destroy the Fantastic Four by using their own powers against him. Then we've got, oh wow, that's cool, Doctor Doom. That's cool. Again, it's quite bulky. It feels bulky, but it feels like it should be. Even though Doctor Doom's not like an oversized character, this feels just right with the amount of heft on that cloak. That's amazing. And then last up in this particular box, Mr. Shiny Silver Surfer. Like, when I opened the box, that looked so much like actual metal, but it's not. But that's literally all that needs to be done, and that is the base. There's nothing that needs to be touched on the Silver Surfer because he is silver. It's the Silver Surfer. The tricky part is going to be getting into there without getting paint on the board. But I'm down for a challenge, so we'll see what happens, right? I do like that. That's really nice. That's a good finish on that. You alright?
Hiccups.
Okay, let's put these boys back in here. Oops. Rags is very needy tonight, apparently.
He's biting too.
Rags, no, don't bite. Biting is mean.
But biting is fun.
Okay, next up, don't wave knives. Knives waving is bad, okay? I'm gonna put that down. Next up is Deadpool. Just gonna slice this thing. What you hold in your hands is without a doubt the greatest expansion ever created. I mean, did you see that cover art? Eat your heart out, Roy Lichtenstein. In a rare example of honest advertising, the title says it all. The expansion is all about me, Deadpool, the merc with the mouth. Sidekicks don't count. Let's milk me for all I'm worth. Want to play as Deadpool? You clearly have refined taste. Want to fight Deadpool? Ill-advised, yes, but I respect your choice, your cojones. Just want to add a healthy dose of chaos by having Deadpool crash your games? Hey, what's the worst that could happen? I like that they've written that in the style of Deadpool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so again, we've got the one sort of character sheet thing or rule thing. Deadpool villain. Looks like there's an actual score thing in here somewhere. Okay. Negative score, epic fail. Wow, that was worse than my first movie appearance.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely agree. What on earth is this? I don't know what this is, but it's a hexagon shape. It looks like a villain board. But okay, that's... Okay, cool. Interesting. There's only the one location. Of course, it's Deadpool's apartment, obviously. And then we've got a villain board. Bob. Agent of Hydra. And then we've got cards, obviously. A lot of cards. So many cards. Deadpool Chaos Challenge. Drop this card on the table and place Deadpool in the location the arrow is pointing at. Anytime a villain ends their movement or a hero ends their turn in Deadpool's location, draw the top card of the Deadpool Chaos deck and resolve it. This is going to get nuts, isn't it? Cool. So that's that one. Then, okay, first, what on earth is that? Okay. First up, we've got Deadpool. Villain version. Because he's red. Red means bad, apparently. Swords are cool. Like, what is that? There's a giant Magneto helmet. Oh wait, that's a Magneto helmet. There's a Wolverine mask. There's a Captain Britain mask. There's a Weapon X helmet. Cyclops' visor. I'm guessing that's Captain America's shield. That's a gun. Jubilee sunglasses, maybe? There's a lot of detail on this base, man. That's insane. I can't make out what that is, but that is so cool. Maybe the card will give a full image and I'll be able to see exactly what it is. Next up, Worst supervillain ever, Bob. Agent of Hydra.
Apparently the purpley ones are anti-heroes.
Oh, is that what that is?
I can't remember where I saw it, but it was on one of these things.
Cool. So Bob's an anti-hero. Makes sense. Okay, then we've got... Oh, wow, that's a lot of ammunition. Hero Deadpool, standing on an absolute bucket load, or crate load, quite literally, of ammunition. And that size of that gun, man. That's as big as the model itself. Dang. Okay, next up. Oh, does that come out? Oh, okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, so that just kind of slips in there. Next up, I'm guessing the pink one's and a hero as well. It's a Deadpool riding a unicorn with a shiny cube. I'm not quite sure what the relevance of that is just yet. It's not the peace sign though, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. That's interesting, but this cube does come out. Much like the cube in the core game for the X-Men box. There we go. Okay, put him back in that. And then last up in this particular expansion, we've got Gwenpool. With this, what is that? Is that a mouse or a rat? Is it a backpack? Is it a plushie? I have no idea. Send your answers on a postcard. That's Gwenpool, part of the Deadpool core. That's so cool. Nice. Right, these look like they go in first before the top. Because there's a thing in there. Does that just sit in the top? I guess so. I haven't really thought about this. Oh wait, no, that was on top, wasn't it? That was there. That's right. That was there, that was there. That was there and that was there. See, I know how to box. Boxes. To see. Oh, so the Deadpool on a unicorn is apparently a challenge character. Okay, cool. Okay, next up we've got the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So, much like I was saying earlier with Mr. Sinister, that Apocalypse is one of my favourite characters. I always seem to go towards the villains. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Says a lot about you.
It does, doesn't it? Even though I'm not a villain in real life.
Sure. See, waving knives.
After 5,000 years, Apocalypse, the first mutant, has risen again. His plans for the domination and cleansing of the world began with the gathering of his chief lieutenants. Famine, war, pestilence, and death. The four horsemen ride by his side, sowing destruction wherever they roam, in a fanatical implementation of survival of the fittest. So, this is going to be an interesting one, I think. So yeah, we've got two sheets. Oh, it's another one of these weird hexagon things. So what's the chances of pulling two of those in a row? Doesn't say who. Okay, it's going to be him anyway. So then we've got Apocalypse's Pyramid and Starlight Citadel. There's this sort of hand logo again. Looks like it's like a stop. So maybe you can't enter that until you've done certain things. And we have Apocalypse as the villain, obviously. Okay, so there's a red cube in this one. Just a general little tiny red cube. Oops, almost lost that. Oof, that is slippery. Obviously the standard, you've got your cards, you've got Famine on that side, you've got the starting hero of Apocalypse, starting hand rather of Apocalypse on that side. Then we've got, I might need to get some reference for this one because I can't remember which one's which. Okay, so we've got Pestilence. A pretty nice mount. That's pretty beefy. It's a shame that it looks like it's holding reins, but there are no reins. It's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a... I feel like they missed out on something on the sculpt there. It's still pretty cool though. It's pretty sweet sculpt. Then we've got War. This guy's got like the curtain bang cut that you always have in the 90s. The very, was it the bowl cut? Is what I'm looking on a curtain bang. It's a good bowl cut. It's legit, that hairstyle. Absolutely. Nice texture on the back with the armour he's wearing. Very different looking mount as well. Very similar but very different at the same time. So you can sort of see that they're part of the same mount family, but it's very different as well. Less, I want to say elegant, even though Pestilence wouldn't be elegant per se. Next up, this mount looks quite different from both of the others. This is Famine. It's very mouthy, very teethy. It's like a forked tail, like a devil tail on the end. That's pretty cool. Then we've got Death, who doesn't need a mount because he has wings. This is Archangel, or Angel, turned into Archangel with the skulls on the base. Is pretty sweet. That's a really nice touch. What is that? It's like a mist or a wind or something. That's cool. The face looks like a skull as well. It's very stylized for that. There was a point where Wolverine became Apocalypse's Horseman of Death. After Magneto ripped the skeleton out of him, which I said earlier, he made a deal with Apocalypse to get his skeleton back, because his adamantium skeleton back. And this is the man who made it possible, Apocalypse. Remember rightly, Gambit became one of the Horsemen as well. He's just standing on a half-destroyed X symbol, obviously symbolising he's destroyed the X-Men. Oh, that's a really cool sculpt. I love the coils coming off the arms. I feel they could have done Apocalypse a bit bigger though. Like, it's the same size as the other models. I feel if they'd done him bigger, it would have made him feel a bit more intimidating. I feel that's what they should do with Apocalypse, because he can change size. He can go to any size he wants. But that's still a pretty badass sculpt. That's that box. Does that go underneath, or is it? No. There doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny groove. That's not very. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's the Horseman of the Apocalypse. Horseman of Apocalypse, rather. Ooh, that's going to fall over, isn't it? Ooh, yeah, I'm going to lower that down. So next up, we have Days of Future Past. Like I said earlier, this is one of the better films of the live-action series. The animated series did this as well. I believe it was like a 5-part, maybe? I think. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I've seen them, but it was quite a long series, which is just right, because it's one of the most famous X-Men things like that. In a dark alternate future, an army of gargantuan sentinel robots is systematically hunting down mutant kind. Cold and calculating, the giants adapt to each new strategy the heroes devise, but an even greater danger lies ahead, as Nimrod, an extremely advanced new sentinel prototype, is being activated. Yeah, I remember this. Nimrod guy. So, as per usual, we've got the rules, what's included, etc. Okay, cool. We've got some new tokens. Sentinel 1, 2, and 3. With the Sentinel face on the other side. We've got, and again, like I said earlier, what's the chance of pulling 2? What's the chances of pulling 3 of these in a row and they've not been in any other boxes? What are the chances? Cards are on top in this one, that's a bit awkward. Not as many cards in this one. Logan, and then Sentinel Challenge. Whoa, okay. Oh, wow. Where do I want to start? Okay, let's start with Logan. His claws are considerably look a bit smaller than the previous versions that we've seen. That could be wear and tear and the way the future, the dark dystopian future is treated in, maybe. I might just be reading too much into it. It might be nothing. It's cool. Then we're going to do Nimrod next. So this is the advanced Sentinel it spoke of. With again, the see-through plastic there, make it look like it's floating off of the ground, which is cool. And then we've got I'm going to pull these out first. Oh, wow, that's heavy. 1, 2, and 3. So I'll get those on the front camera first. Oh, they've actually got the numbers on the base. Okay. Okay, so hopefully the camera's seeing that. I think Leanne's checked. Yeah, cool. Thank you. So this is Sentinel number 1. Like that's I can't just about get him in on that side. I don't have to do it this way. On the base, you can see there's a number 1 there. So that's Sentinel number 1. My word, this is incredible. And they say the weight on it is just it's friggin' nuts. It's crazy. Like feel the weight on that. And then we've got Sentinel number 2. The base there, just number 2. This looks like he's pointing down it to sort of destroy a mutant, because that's what Sentinels are for, hunting down mutants. Oh, these are going to be crazy to paint, man. I need bigger brushes. To Sentinel number 2. Oh, which one did, I think he went there. Yeah, I'll do the rest in a minute. And this is Sentinel number 3. So it feels intimidating just reaching out to the camera. That's a great pose. Really like that. That's so cool. Yeah, as I say, there's a fair weight to him. Wow, they blow me away. I'm glad I left them till last on this lot. That there. Okie dokie. Next up then, we've got the last bit for this particular video is going to be plastic tokens. Doesn't say anything like description on the back, so they're just plastic tokens. These can be used with the original core game and obviously the X-Men game. Whew. Easy, Rags. You get too close when Mr. Slices out, kiddo. In the box, makes the plastic hard to get off. And he's stored in here now. That way. So you can already see there's a bit of shattering on the case on the top. Gently. Oh, they're in bags. Okay, that's not too bad. So we've got just all different tokens basically. Let's choose one. Ooh, I don't know that one. I have to get some little mini sandwich bags for these just to make sure they don't spill everywhere. So instead of having the card tokens, they're literally plastic. And if I remember rightly, they should. Oh, they don't. I thought they were saying something about they were interlocking into each other, or am I thinking of something else? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But they're really good quality. They feel really nice and thick. It's a good quality on that, and the print, or the sculpt rather, and the colours really well done.
They sound good.
They do, don't they? That sound is very satisfying, isn't it? Or was it the health markers, I think, that they said would interclick or something? Oh, that's a great sound. Look at that. That's great. I love that sound. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's good stuff. Oh, it's like crack. Not that I've ever done crack. Don't do crack, kids. But yeah, these are the plastic tokens. So, we left this one till last because this is going to be our segue into the next video, the fourth and final part. Go check with the boss. Fourth and final part of this series, which will be the unboxing of the original expansions for the previous version of the game. So, because these can be used across both the X-Men and the original one, we felt this was a good way to sort of segue into that. So, yeah, this is where this video is going to end. We hope you've enjoyed. As I say, if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2 yet, go back and have a look at them. There's a lot of good stuff in those. There'll be a lot of good stuff in the next one as well. hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, make sure you get that notification when part 4 goes up. Obviously you won't get it for 1 and 2 because they've already gone, so just go there now because they're already up for you. Hit the like button, comment in the comments below, what's your favourite part, which expansion would you want to get the most, which one looks the best to you. Did you pick it up? What have you started playing with? Let us know in the comments below, join the conversation and let us know what you think. I'm out of here for now. This has been part 3. Next is part 4 of 4. Look forward to it. See you next time.